Epilogue. It had been almost 9 months since the wedding, and Queen Bailey was now pregnant with the heir to their kingdom. The doctor said she'd be going to labor any day now, and it had all but banished her to her bed. However, being the most stubborn woman she'd always been, she had decided to take a walk around the newly built castle. The palaces of their parents had been preserved as monuments, as it had taken decades of work to construct them both. Their new palace was similar in size, but built to suit their own desires. She now made her way to a room that was a new addition, a greenhouse of sorts that was connected to the house, and was stone, save for the glass ceiling and large glass windows. The room, as she entered, was a bit humid as the sun heated the place. So the plants should grow year-round. She leaned against the wall, admiring the plants as she contemplated a name for the unborn child. Rose. No, your aunt has that name. Perhaps, Lily or Titania. No, that sounds like a metal or a shield will be made out of. She scowled slightly, frustrated by her indecision. There you are, King Michael's voice called as he spotted his bedridden wife walking into the greenhouse. Aren't you supposed to be resting? The body can only handle so much rest. She smiled at him, laying a hand on her swollen stomach. I was just trying to think of a name for our baby. What do you think it is? Has it kicked today? He laid a hand on hers. It has, but only a few times. The doctors said that happened when it was almost time. They said the baby would kick, but it'd only get fewer and farther between when it was almost time. She looked up to his face. I honestly think it's a girl. Then she'll be as beautiful as her mother. He kissed her cheek. Now come back to bed. I'll not have you scolded by the doctors for not following their advice. Have you eaten today? She hesitated. Bailey, have you? His eyes narrowed. I'm sorry, Michael, but the sight of food makes me ill. She frowned. Another sign is getting close. I see. That's all right, but still, off to bed with you. He gently shook her hand. I'll lay next to you if you like. Her breath hitched in her throat. Michael. She whispered as her eyes widened. She clutched her hand over her stomach. It's time. It's time? Then let's take you to a room. I'll get the doctors. Servants, anyone. At once, several servants and maids were concerned with the king's tone. Yes, my king, what is wrong? Queen Bailey is in labor. I need one of you to fetch the doctors and the others to get her to the room where we set up for this. Oh my, was the response from all the maids present, as one of the male servants ran off to find the doctors. He was all over the palace within mere moments. The birth of the heir was happening now. A few minutes later, Bailey was on a bed with several blankets under her as her water had broken and birth was imminent. She breathed as the nurse advised her to and pushed until she couldn't bring herself to do so anymore. The nurse comforted her through the insurmountable pain as the head of the baby showed itself just before the rest of the child had left his mother's body. To Bailey's screaming and the doctor's congratulations. After the child was in its mother were cleaned up a bit, and it was confirmed that Bailey and the child had survived the birth, the child was returned to its parents. A beautiful new baby girl named Princess Meredith Rosemary Russell, daughter of Queen Bailey and King Michael, and heir to the kingdom.